Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Punita Bakshi. And with me is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Union Cabinet expansion to take place at 6 p.m. today. Tributes pouring in for legendary actor Dilip Kumar from all sections of society. Political leaders, film fraternity and fans express grief. Government creates Ministry of Cooperation for strengthening of cooperatives and to realize Prime Minister's vision of Sehkar Se Samriddhi. Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry asks the states and union territories to examine requirement and setting up of pressure swing absorption to fulfill demands of oxygen in hospitals. More than 36 crore 13 lakh vaccine doses administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. National COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 97.18%. More than 43,000 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to embark on a 3-day official visit to Russia today. In Wimbledon, Ashley Barty, Angelique Kerber, Aryna Sabalenka and Karolina Pliskova enter the women's singles semi-finals. And in Euro Cup football, Italy enters the final beating Spain. England to take on Denmark in the second semi-final tonight. As the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also to help others to get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask. Maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing. Focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075. And now the news. The Union Cabinet will be expanded this evening. President Ramnath Kovind will administer the oath of office in secrecy to the newly inducted ministers at 6 p.m. This will be the first expansion of the Narendra Modi government in the second tenure. The Union Cabinet, which can have 81 members, currently has 52 ministers. Presently, many ministers are holding multiple portfolios. Our correspondent reports that the cabinet expansion is taking place after several deliberations, which saw Prime Minister Narendra Modi holding meetings with Union Home Minister Amit Shah and BJP President J.P. Nadda. The Prime Minister also assessed the performance of different ministries.
The new cabinet is expected to have more younger faces and women representation. It is believed that those who have administrative experience and higher education will get berth in the cabinet. OBC and scheduled caste communities are likely to get more representation. More leaders from poll-bound Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh, besides West Bengal and Maharashtra, are also likely to be inducted. Former Assam Chief Minister Sarvanand Sonowal, BJP leaders Jyotiraditya Scindia, Narayan Rane and others are being seen as probables in the new cabinet. The leaders from NDA ally JDU, Apna Dal and LJP are also expected to be the part of the new cabinet. With Saubhagyakar, Divakar, AR News, Delhi.
Yesterday, ahead of the cabinet expansion, central government created a new Ministry of Cooperation. Union Social Justice Minister Thawarchand Gehlot was elevated as governor and several new governors appointed and transferred. Ahead of cabinet expansion, Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank and his junior colleague Sanjay Dhotre, Labour Minister Santosh Gangwar and Minister of State for Women and Child Development Debashri Chaudhary have resigned from their post. Meanwhile, ahead of cabinet expansion, several leaders reached Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence to meet him. They include BJP leaders Sarbanand Sonowal, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Narayan Rane, Meenakshi Lekhi, Nishit Pramanik and Apna Dal leader Anupriya Patel, JDU leader RCP Singh and LJP leader Pashupati Paras. These leaders are being seen as the faces of the new cabinet. Union ministers G. Krishan Reddy, Kiren Rijiju Anurag Thakur and Purushottam Rupala also met the Prime Minister. Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and BJP President JP Nadda were also present at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg.
Legendary Bollywood actor Dilip Kumar is no more. The doyen of Indian film industry passed away at 7:30 this morning after a prolonged illness at a city hospital in Mumbai. He was 98. He is survived by wife Saira Banu. The actor was admitted to a city hospital on last Wednesday after facing breathlessness. The last rites will be held with full state honours in Mumbai today at 5 p.m. He will be cremated at the Juhu Kabristan in Santa Cruz.
Described by Satyajit Ray as the ultimate method actor, Dilip Kumar's resume contains many of Indian cinema's landmark genre-defining roles. The legend mesmerized his fans with his masterly acting and impeccable dialogue delivery to make a special place in the hearts of millions for his portrayal of the brooding, intense romantic in classics such as Mughal-e-Azam and Devdas.
अगर तुम्हारी आरज़ू एक कनीज है, एक बांदी है, तो सारी जिंदगी इसी तरह जब्त करना होगा।
क्या परवरदिगार आलम से आपने मुझे इसीलिए मांगा था कि जिंदगी मुझे मिले और उसके मालिक आप हों, सांसें मेरी हों और दिल की धड़कनों पर आपका कब्जा रहे। दिल इलाही, क्या मेरी जिंदगी आपकी दुआओं का कर्जा है जो मुझे अपने आंसुओं से अदा करना पड़ेगा।
He was born to a humble family in Peshawar as Muhammad Yusuf Khan on December 11, 1922. The young Dilip Kumar went to school in Devrali, Maharashtra, where his fruit merchant father owned orchards. He adopted the screen name Dilip Kumar in keeping up with the traditions of early Hindi filmdom. Amitabh Bachchan, who co-starred with him in Shakti, said an institution has gone. To the world, many others may be heroes. To us actors, he was the hero. Dilip Kumar has taken an entire era of Indian cinema away with him, said actor Akshay Kumar on Twitter. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
Tributes are pouring in for the legendary actor Dilip Kumar from all sections of society. Political leaders, film fraternity and fans express grief. President Ramnath Kovind has expressed anguish on the demise of actor Dilip Kumar. In a tweet, Mr. Kovind said, Dilip Kumar summarized in himself a history of emerging India. In a tweet, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said, in the death of Dilip Kumar, the world of cinema has lost one of the greatest Indian actors. In a tweet, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, Dilip Kumar will be remembered as a cinematic legend. The Prime Minister said he was blessed with unparalleled brilliance, due to which audiences across generations were enthralled. In a tweet today, Information and Broadcasting, Mr. Prakash Javadekar said, the whole country and the world is mourning the death of the legend actor Dilip Kumar ji. He said there can be no comparison with the way in which Dilip Kumar had presented his art. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi said Dilip Kumar's extraordinary contribution to Indian cinema will be remembered for generations to come. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla has also expressed grief over the demise of renowned actor Dilip Kumar. Terming his death as an irreparable loss to the world of cinema, Mr. Birla paid condolences to the bereaved families.
The Union Government has created a separate Ministry of Cooperation for realizing the vision of Sehkar se Samriddhi. This ministry will provide a separate administrative, legal and policy framework for strengthening the cooperative movement in the country. It will help deepen cooperatives as a true people-based movement reaching up to the grassroots. More from our correspondent.
In the country, a cooperative-based economic development model is very relevant where each member works with a spirit of responsibility. The new ministry will work to streamline processes for ease of doing business for cooperatives and enable development of multi-state cooperatives. The central government has signaled its deep commitment to community-based developmental partnership. The creation of a separate ministry for cooperation also fulfills the budget announcement made by the Finance Minister. With Diwakar, Anupam Mish, AR News.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will embark on a 3-day official visit to Russia from today. During the visit, the External Affairs Minister will meet his counterpart Sergei Lavrov. Discussions are expected to cover the entire range of bilateral issues, including cooperation in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as exchange of views on various regional and international issues.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Union Cabinet expansion to take place at 6 p.m. today. Tributes pouring in for legendary actor Dilip Kumar from all sections of society. Political leaders, film fraternity and fans express grief. Government creates Ministry of Cooperation for strengthening of cooperatives and to realize Prime Minister's vision of Sehkar se Samriddhi. Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry asked the states and union territories to examine requirement in setting up a pressure swing adsorption to fulfill demands of oxygen in hospitals. More than 36 crore 13 lakh vaccine doses administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. National COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 97.18%. More than 43,000 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to embark on a 3-day official visit to Russia today. In Wimbledon, Ashley Barty, Angelique Kerber, Arina Sabalenka and Karolina Pliskova enter the women's singles semi-finals. And in Eurocup football, Italy enters the final, beating Spain. England to take on Denmark in the second semi-final tonight. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
The Centre is disseminating awareness of national helpline numbers for the benefit of citizens during the COVID-19 pandemic. The helpline number of the Health and Family Welfare Ministry is 1075. The child helpline number is 1098. For senior citizens of Delhi, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, the helpline number is 14567. The helpline number of National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, NIMHANS, for psychological support is 08046110007. Ayush COVID-19 counselling helpline number is 14443 and MyGov WhatsApp help desk number is 9013151515.
The Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry has asked the states and union territories to examine the norms for local requirement and setting up of pressure swing absorption to fulfill demands of oxygen in the hospitals. In a letter written to the Chief Secretaries and Administrator of States and Union Territories, Secretary of Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry, Rajesh Bhushan, has said 1,452 PSA plants are being installed by the Government of India. He said states and union territories are also setting up PSA plants with their own resources. He added that setting up of PSA plants is important to make the health facilities self-sufficient in medical oxygen. More from our correspondent.
The government has examined the issue of establishment of PSA plants and liquid medical storage tanks in health facilities having more than 30 beds and developed indicative norms. These norms will be useful for the states and union territories in estimating the requirement in the health facilities. The Union Health Ministry has said PSA plants should be mainstay in the health facilities of all states and union territories, including the northeastern states. In other states, PSA plants can be prioritized in those health facilities which have bed capacities of 30 to 120 beds. The ministry has said installation of LMO tanks along with at least one PSA plant may be preferred for the bigger hospitals having capacity more than 120 beds. Bhupendra Singh, AIR News, Delhi.
Union Health Ministry has asked 9 states to ensure strict compliance of COVID-appropriate behavior. These states are witnessing high case weekly positivity rate from the past many weeks. The Union Health Secretary, Rajesh Bhushan, has written letters to Chief Secretaries of Kerala, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Tripura, Assam, Manipur, Sikkim and Odisha.
The central government has provided over 37 crore 43 lakh COVID vaccine doses to states and union territories so far. The Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry has said that more than 1 crore 67 lakh unutilized COVID vaccine doses are still available with the state and union territories to be administered to the beneficiaries. The central government has assured that more than 48 lakh 65,000 vaccine doses will be received by the states and union territories in the coming days. More than 36 crore 13 lakh vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Health Ministry said more than 36 lakh vaccine doses were administered in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate in the country stands at 97.18%. More than 47,000 patients recovered in the last 24 hours. Till now, more than 2 crore 97 lakh 99,000 people have recovered from COVID-19. Daily recoveries continue to outnumber the daily new cases for the 55th consecutive day. In the last 24 hours, more than 43,000 new cases were reported. India's active caseload declined to 4,59,920. In all, 930 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours.
The caseload in Bengaluru urban district has drastically come down in the last 15 days. It reported 715 new COVID cases and 15 deaths yesterday. There were 1,863 discharges after recovery yesterday. More from our correspondent.
The total COVID tests conducted yesterday stood at 67,410. Most among the infected were between the age group of 20 and 39. The active cases have come down from 58,000 in May to 4,000 yesterday in Bengaluru city. After the announcement of relaxation, the city roads are buzzing with activities. The Chief Commissioner of Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike, Gaurav Gupta, has said that 54 teams of marshals are deployed in the city to ensure COVID-appropriate behavior. He said in wards with high caseload, containment and isolation measures continue. Densely populated areas are monitored closely and COVID tests are increased in these areas. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
Despite the second wave of corona infection declining in Madhya Pradesh, the government is fully alert about the third wave. A report.
Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has said that schools will not open in Madhya Pradesh till the fear of third wave of corona infection is over. He instructed the schools not to increase the tuition fees and not to charge extra fees. The Chief Minister informed that 520 infant wards are being made in 21 district hospitals of the state. Apart from this, 169 PAS oxygen plants are also being set up. Meanwhile, 27 new COVID-19 patients were found in Madhya Pradesh yesterday, while 44 patients recovered. Here the active cases have come down to 447. Not a single new patient was found yesterday in 43 out of 52 districts. Rashid Ahmed Khan, AIR News, Bhopal.
Tamil Nadu Health Minister M. Subramaniam is scheduled to meet Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan tomorrow. The minister told that tomorrow's agenda was to discuss issues such as shortage of vaccine to the state, admission for MBBS course in AIIMS, Madurai, and also the establishment of 11 new medical colleges. Ministry of Ayush has said that relating the herb Tinospora cordifolia, TC, commonly known as Giloy or Guduchi, to liver damage is completely misleading, referring to a study published in a Journal of Clinical and Experimental hepatology, the ministry has said that the authors of the study failed in placing all needful details of the cases in a systematic format. The ministry has said that the authors of the study have not analyzed the contents of the herb that was consumed by the patients. The ministry said that a similar-looking herb, Tinosporo crispa, might have a negative effect on the liver.
Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has reiterated that the state government would fight on all available platforms without any compromise to protect the interests of state farmers for securing its rightful share on the Krishna waters. He said the Andhra Pradesh state government's attitude and stand on the river water sharing may harm the Telangana farmers' interests. The Chief Minister held a high-level review meeting at Pragati Bhavan in Hyderabad, which went on till late in the night. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the Delimitation Commission team reached Srinagar yesterday and met leaders of different political parties. The purpose of this interaction is to gather first-hand information about the conduct of the delimitation exercise to carve out new constituencies in the Union Territory. The Commission will also carve out constituencies for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes for the first time in Jammu and Kashmir. The Delimitation Commission was constituted in March last year and its term was extended by another year in March 2021 due to the ongoing COVID pandemic.
In Assam, an earthquake measuring a magnitude of 5.2 on the Richter scale jolted many parts of the state this morning. The National Center for Seismology confirmed that the epicenter of the tremor was Gwalpara in Assam. However, no reports of casualties have been reported yet. On the other hand, the damage to property has been ascertained by the administration. Tamil Nadu Water Resources Development Minister Durai Murugan has again reiterated that the government would find a legal solution to stop any reservoir project in Kaveri which would hamper the water supply to Tamil Nadu. Reacting to Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yedurappa's statement that the state would go ahead with the Mekedatu project, Durai Murugan told that the lakhs of farmers in the delta areas of the state of Tamil Nadu are dependent on the Kaveri water for agriculture, as already pointed out in the letter written to the Karnataka Chief Minister. The minister appealed to the Chief Minister to drop the project to enable proper water supply to Tamil Nadu. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
With 17 days to go for Tokyo Olympic Games, AIR News will be taking you through women's 20 kilometers race walker Bhavna Jat's inspiring journey from a tiny village of Rajasthan to the Olympics.
Bhavna Jat was born into a farmer's family on January the 3rd, 1996 in Rajasthan's Kabra village in Rajsamand region. Fighting prejudices, financial constraint and a biased mindset, Bhavna has been a champion all her life. Her family has supported Bhavna's passion and dreams. Between 2014 and 2015, she won medals in zonal and national junior level competitions. In 2016, Bhavna got a job with the Indian Railways in Bengal. The 25-year-old made headlines in February last year when she set the then national record at the National Open Race Walking Championships in Ranchi. Bhavna completed the event in 1 hour 29 minutes and 34 seconds. Bhavna didn't know anything about the Olympics before 2011, but within 9 years she has made it to Tokyo 2020. While the news brought individual recognition for her, it also helped in changing the mindset of people in her village who reportedly reached out to her in hopes of their daughters making a career in race walking. Sports Desk, AIR News.
Amit D. Gudka from Mumbai is the winner of our 5th July question in the Olympic quiz started by AIR News. On behalf of the entire team of AIR News, congratulations to Amit.
In Wimbledon tennis, world number 1 Ashley Barty made short work of Ayla Tomiljanovic in a clash of two Australian players to enter a maiden semi-final with a scoreline of 6-1, 6-3. Ashley will now take on 2018 winner Angelique Kerber of Germany, who defeated 19-seed Karolina Muchova of Czech Republic 6-2, 6-3. In the Euro Cup football tournament, Italy beat Spain on penalties to reach the final after an enthralling semi-final at a noisy Wembley Stadium last night. After Alvaro Morata's penalty was saved, Jorginho strolled up to to score and set up a final with either England or Denmark at the same venue on Sunday. In the second semi-final to be played tonight, England will take on Denmark. Both teams are playing in the first European Championship semi-final for over 20 years. At the stock markets, the Sensex and the Bombay Stock Exchange gained 34 points to trade at 52,895 in the afternoon session a short while ago. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange was trading with marginal gain at 15,823.
The Calcutta High Court today imposed a penalty of 5 lakh rupees on West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. The court said it fined Ms. Banerjee for painting the judiciary in a bad light. The amount paid in penalties by the West Bengal Chief Minister will be used for the families of lawyers affected by COVID-19. M.S. Banerjee was seeking recusal of Justice Kaushik Chanda from her Nandigram election petition over the judge's alleged links with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Permanent representative of India to the United Nations, T.S. Tirumurti, has said that justifying terrorism in any way, whether on grounds of religion, ideology, ethnicity or race, will only provide the necessary fodder for terrorists to enhance their activities even more. He was speaking at the UN General Assembly debate on global counter-terrorism strategy. He said that the continued absence of a universally agreed definition of terrorism is detrimental to our shared goal of eliminating it. He said that it is time to call out those that blatantly violate global commitments by harboring terrorists and terrorist entities, including those proscribed by the UN.
Now let us take a look at the weather update for the day. The national capital Delhi is likely to have partly cloudy sky with possibility of development of thunder and lightning. The minimum temperature is 29 degrees and the maximum will go up to 41 degrees Celsius. Mumbai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with light rain. Chennai may have rain or thunder showers towards evening or night. Generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. The temperature will vary between 28 and 36 degrees Celsius. Kolkata is expected to witness partly cloudy sky with possibility of 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Minimum temperature is 28 degrees Celsius and maximum will go up to 33 degrees. Jammu is likely to have mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards evening. Srinagar may witness partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain, thunderstorm or dust storm. Leh is likely to have partly cloudy sky. The minimum and maximum temperature will be between 12 and 25 degrees Celsius. Gilgit is expected to have generally cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm. The temperature will hover between 18 and 32 degrees Celsius. Muzaffarabad is likely to witness partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm. The minimum temperature is 20 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 37 degrees. Itanagar is expected to witness generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Kohima is likely to have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Imphal may have generally cloudy sky with few spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature is 22 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 30 degrees. Agartala is expected to witness generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Aizawl is likely to witness generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. The minimum temperature is 19 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 27 degrees. Shillong is expected to have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Gangtok may have generally cloudy sky with few spells of rain. The minimum temperature is 18 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 20 degrees. Guwahati is likely to have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. The minimum temperature is 26 degrees Celsius while the maximum will be around 33 degrees.
And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Union Cabinet expansion to take place at 6 p.m. today. Tributes pouring in for legendary actor Dilip Kumar from all sections of society. Political leaders, film fraternity and fans express grief. Government creates Ministry of Cooperation for strengthening of cooperatives and to realize Prime Minister's vision of Sahkar se Samriddhi. Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry asks the states and union territories to examine requirement and setting up of pressure swing absorption to fulfill demands of oxygen in hospitals. More than 36 crore 13 lakh vaccine doses administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. National COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 97.18%. More than 43,000 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to embark on a 3-day official visit to Russia today. In Wimbledon, Ashley Barty, Angelique Kerber, Aryna Sabalenka and Karolina Pliskova entered the women's singles semi-finals. And with that, we end the Midday News.